this. We're going to unconstrain it. So UV map unconstrain the image bounds. And we're just going to move all this mess out of the way for right now. Take all of this, move it over here, rotate it on the Y by 180, and SX minus 1 to get it orientated right. Scale it up a little bit, scale it on the X a little bit, kind of position it where it needs to go more or less. We can scale it on the Y a little bit, get it kind of close, and then turn on proportional editing and just grab it and just drag it where it needs to be. We're just going to work with that a little bit. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just get it inside so the white's not showing. That looks pretty good. Move this guy's over a little bit. That's poking out the white. And if you watch over here, you can see it taking shape. Everything's going where it needs to be. So when you grab this stuff and you move it, it moves it. So if you wanted more, you know, of the stuff there and maybe less of this down here, you can actually tell it what you want it to do. So I'm watching over here while I just move this around a little bit to place it where I want it. So now I got a nice little edge there. This up here looks a little goofy. If I can find it. There it is. And you guys can tweak his stuff till time comes to an end. Because you'll never get done. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. So I'm going to go to my shading tab and make sure I'm in rendered mode and turn off my overlay so I can see it because I want to get... Oh, see, I got a white spot there. That's no good. I don't want that white spot there. So back in UV editing. And there it is right there. You see it? So we'll just grab that and move it. That's better. Back to shading. Turn the specular down, turn the roughness up because I don't want shiny wings. I want vibrant rings. And back to UV editing because we forgot this part over here. So we'll grab all this, turn proportional editing off, scale it down, kind of small, and just put it in a color like right here would be good. So I'm going to put it over here, rotate it, and that's coloring the outside edge of our wing. Okay, so we got our butterfly looking all pretty and unwrapped and everything. So now we're going to go into using multiple UVs to get this whole thing on one texture and make it look nice. So I'm going to go ahead and join it all together right now. So just select all your parts and Control J, and that'll join them all together into one piece. And let's go over to the shading tab. So in the shading tab, we need to apply some image textures to bake to. So that's what we're going to do first, just like we would normally do it. Because using multiple UVs is confusing unless you do it this way, and it makes it way easy. So we're going to hit Shift A, Texture, Image Texture, and just drop it in here. We are going to click New, And we're going to make it a 2048 because we need it big. And we're going to name it Butterfly Texture. And turn off the alpha and click OK. So we have that. Make sure we don't have more than 8 materials because you have to have less than 8. And we only got, what, 5? So we're going to take this, right click, and copy it. Select the next texture and Control V. Select the next texture, Control V. Grab the next one, Control V. Grab the next one and Control V. Alright, and then we're going to go over here, go back to the top. And these red texture coordinate nodes, we want to change them to a different one. So select it, hit Shift S. Under Input, we're changing it to a UV map. So just click UV map, and in the drop down, click your UV map. And we need to do that for each one. So go to the next one, Shift S, Input, UV map, select it, UV map. Next one, find it. Now this one is our black one and it doesn't have a UV map. So what I've been doing is just adding like a generic shader, like oh, I'm sorry, a generic texture like a gradient. So I'll throw a gradient on here and hit Control T. That way I get my nodes. And if it changes on you, we're going to need like a color ramp or yeah, a color ramp. So Shift A, Input, no, just search color and add a color ramp. This is how I've been cheating it, and we're just going to make both of these darker until it looks good again. And that looks pretty good. So now we have our texture node because for some reason it doesn't want to work, and I haven't figured out why, but this works. So Shift S, Input, UV map, and select your UV map. Next texture, same problem. So I'm going to go back to my other one. I'm going to copy all this. Right click, copy. And next one, Control V, and just plug it in there. And that one's done. And then the next one, Shift S, Input, UV map, and select your UV map. Sorry, there's only one there. Now we need this node over here also, so I'm going to just Shift D and copy it over and put it right here and plug it in. Now we need to change this to a different UV unwrap. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into our object data properties and select our mesh. Let's turn our overlays back on. Got our mesh selected. Go to UV maps, and we have this UV map, which is the one at the beginning of the node setup. So now we're going to add another one and rename it to butterfly texture so we know what it is. Turn it on. Okay. And now we can go back to UV editing. My overlays are off. Hit A so everything's selected. View and unwrap. Check your margin. I'm going to give it a little more. I'm just going to turn it up to like 0.10. That way it has a little more margin. We're using more texture space. Here's where you want to arrange your UVs so that you're using as much texture space as you can on the areas that you want to make sure you have nice textures like the wings and stuff. And this actually isn't too bad. I'm just going to leave it be. I can probably yeah, I'm just going to leave it be. It looks good. And we'll see what it ends up looking like. So go back to shading. And now we can select our butterfly texture in this UV map node. Before it wasn't there, but now it is. So select that there. Go to your material properties panel and I added those already. So we could just take this and copy it. So right click, copy, select the next material, Control V, and hook it up. Go to the next one, Control V, and hook it up. Next one, Control V, and hook it up. So this takes all the thinking out of how to do this stuff because you do everything normally, and then you go back and you just unwrap it again with a new UV map selected, and it makes it way easier to remember. So now to bake, remember you have to have this selected. So we'll go back through and select your image texture on all the materials. Go up here to cycles, and we don't need 4096. We could probably bake this at 512, so I'm going to bake it at 512 just because there's so many of them and I want it to go quick. If you want to bake it at 1024, you can, I guess, but you probably don't need to. Bake combined is good. Check our lighting. Let's make sure it's lit up the way we want it lit up. I'm going to turn my overlays off so I can see it. It doesn't look too bad. I might move this down a hair and turn the lighting up just a hair, turn my overlays back on, select my light, and I'm going to give this 50,000 and see what it looks like. Because it always bakes a little darker from SecondLife, so you want to make sure you got enough light on it. That's not looking too bad now. Uh, I'm just going to delete that. I don't need it no more. Put a material on here and turn the volume all the way up on it. That's looking good. I'm going to delete this also because I don't want it in my way. And that looks good. So let's go back to shading. Select our butterfly. All these should be good to go. And just go ahead and bake. Okay, fatal mistake I made, and you probably will do it 1,000 times too. I didn't check my overlays, so I'm gonna go back to solid view and hit my drop down, check my face orientation, and I got lucky. Everything's blue. uh, so if everything's blue, you're good. If it comes out with black stuff everywhere, uh, you'll know that you should have checked your face orientations. Always do that before you bake because you'll just be baking for no reason. I'm going to hit Control Space here to take a full screen of it and take a look at it. And that's texture is looking really good. There's no jaggedy stuff anywhere that I can see. It looks fabulous. Okay, so remember guys, when you guys have your face orientation on and everything's not blue, if it's not blue, you can select your model, hit Tab, hit A, and hit Shift N, and that'll recalculate the normals, and it should all go blue. If it don't, you'll have to select the parts that didn't change and do the flippy inside here after you shift in, and that'll take care of that. So let's go back to layout and let's check the size of it. So I'm gonna hit N and go to item, and it's a 22-meter long butterfly and it's 17 meters high. That's a big butterfly. So we're gonna scale it down some more. I'm gonna make him a half a meter tall. I don't know why I like half a meter. I make everything like half a meter tall. So he's half a meter tall. Object, apply all transforms, or if you have it on your Q menu, all transforms. And that'll set him to the size, and that scale is 1 now, so we're good there. So we can go ahead and go back to shading because I forgot, and save this texture. Uh, Before I save the texture though, I'm going to open up our Blender file, make a new folder, name it Butterfly. That way we can save our stuff into that folder. Back into Blender. Uh, Hit the little 3 bars. Image has an asterisk. It means we have a image that's not saved. Save as. Butterfly texture PNG is good. Save as. Now we can go back to layout. Okay, let's go ahead and export our butterfly. So go to File, Export, Collada, Operator presets, SL OpenSim static, selection only, uncheck copy. I already saved one earlier, but go to your butterfly file and go ahead and export. Now let's jump into SecondLife and go to build, upload, mesh model, and I'm going to choose the one I did earlier today. So there's our butterfly, and we're going to change this one to 0. On the medium one, we're going to use load from above file, physics, choose one, cube, rename it butterfly. I'm going to name it butterfly 1 because I know I have one already. Calculate weights and fees, and it's coming in at half an LI, and go ahead and upload. Drag it out. And let me zoom in on it. Right click on it, edit it, go to texture, change it to white, click OK, and go to upload, image, select your butterfly texture, click open, and that'll pop in, upload, and then we can drag our butterfly textures out on this guy. And there's our butterfly.